running circles through my mind. Together till the end of time. Always the friend you feel inside. Kelly, the girl I cannot hide. The girl I cannot hide.
Welcome to Super League's best golfer right here, Cookridge Hall Golf Course in Leeds. It's an event that's been running past 3 years, and normally I'm playing, but today I've been lumbered with doing this TV stuff for Rugby, so I'm a bit upset because I bumped into Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall's is cheating a little bit. He's on the driving range. How's your game?
This is why I'm on driving range. It's not very good. I may not to make a show of myself, so I'm going to try and not do that today.
Now, we know you're super talented. We had you playing the piano on our end credits. Is golf one of your many talents?
I'd like to add it to the list. I can do other things slightly better. Damier's one. I did this myself, so I'd like to add this, improve on these. This way I'm in driving range.
Dyeing the hair definitely going on the CV. Now, you're back in form for the Rhinos. You're playing really well. Rhinos coming into form at the right time of the season?
I think we are. I think we've got a good run in, to the end of the playoffs and the Challenge Cup fixtures there. So hopefully we can peak at the right times and bring home some bacon.
The hoodoo of the Challenge Cup, Wembley nightmares since 1999. Is this the year you, Ryan Hall, will be lifting that cup and bringing it back to Leeds?
Well, hopefully I can try. I've had some nightmares myself about playing at Wembley. I played there 5 times and lost all 5 times, so it's not great for me. But hopefully we can get there and go one step further this year. Hopefully I can bring something to the table and help the Leeds Rhinos do something like that.
What's really important today, though, it's all about the golf. We're putting rugby to one side for one day. The boys do love a golf. Luke Gale, the worst haircut in Rugby League, is the winner last year. Who do you fancy, if not yourself, this year?
I've been speaking to Travis Burns. He seems a bit of a ringer. He's been practicing for the last 6 days, he says, leading up to this. So I think he'll be the front runner.
Travis Burns, I'm reckoning Mags. I've seen Mags hit a few balls. He's got techers. But Ollie, thank you very much. Good luck, lad.
Cheers, thank you.
G'day, my name's Travis Burns, part-time footballer, full-time golfer.
He's Travis Burns, new to Super League. How are you finding England, mate?
Yeah, it's been good. It probably took me a little while to get used to the type of football I play every, but I'm really enjoying myself this year. And
what's been the biggest change from sunny Australia?
Probably just the weather. It was sunny this morning and now it's overcast today. It can get cold and rainy, especially out at Hull, so that's probably been the difficult part.
Have you had fish and chips in Hull yet?
Yes.
Are you loving it?
Yes. And I think Hull's famous for their patties as well, which I've only just had one the other week and I'm addicted to them, so Sandy will want to watch my weight, I suppose.
Right, today's all about golf, mate. You seem like a keen golfer. You've been called a shark by Ryan Hall from Leeds Rhinos. Are you fancy your chances today? Do you play much golf?
I do play a lot of golf. It's probably my hobby outside of rugby, but I'm hit and miss. I either play well or I play very bad.
Last year, Luke Gale took the title. This is the 3rd year of Super League's best golfer right here, Cookridge Hall in Leeds. You made the trip down from Hull. Are you planning to take home some prizes back up to Hull today?
Well, it probably might be the only bit of silverware we win this with sheer Hull. So there's a bit of pressure. Sandy rung me and Mick Wayman and Craig Cool and said, do everything you can to win. So we're going to be doing our best today.
Representing Hull, there's 3 of them. Big Mick was behind us. He's here. Big Mick's here as well. All boys, fancy the chances. I think it's staying in Leeds today, but good luck, mate. Nice to meet you. Right, welcome to Rugby. I'm joined by the Lord of Beard Club himself, teeing off first, the ginger bearded pirate, Kermo, how are you, mate?
I'm really nervous. Really nervous.
Why are you nervous? We're back at Super League's Best Golfer. It's this third year we're playing. This third year, you came second last year on it was a technicality.
Yeah, well, Mathers last year put me off last with him, looked after me, and this year for some reason he's put me off where all the cameras are first off tee, and he's not looked after me, my mate. He's teeing off with
Mav. Come in here. Mav, is bad mouthing you. You are a traitor. How dare you ever do another radio show again? I'll come round and I'll do things I shouldn't say on camera. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good, and I've already apologised for that. And I've at 10 to 12 last night, kindred spirits up working late. I'm good, mate. Mental, as you'll know. Running around trying to organise everything. Nervous about spooning it again like last year, but I'm buzzing, mate. You know, turnout's been unbelievable. As you know, compared to the first year, last year, this year, buzzing. Just wanted to get everyone out and knock top first tee shot.
Mate, it's bigger than it ever has been. Kermo's going off first. I love it. Massive win for you boys. Timmy Smith, you said Timmy Smith's back at the club, making you look good.
It makes me look good, mate. It makes Kermo look good, and that's no disrespect to me or Kermo. I think the sign of a good player, for me, is a player who makes other people look good, and he makes our team look good. I think he was a big part of what we did off the field, and when he went, he lost the art of it as well. You know, a really good friend of ours, but also the way we play is round Timmy, and it's all about Timmy because he directs everyone. And as I say, Kermo scored I think 3 tries in the last 2 games. I've killed it as well on back at Timmy.
So you back at fullback?
Back at fullback, mate. Back off that pick and swing.
We're not allowed to mention it to Jazz today. He's in championship now. Let's not mention it.
We can't play because it's Super League's Best Golfer.
Whoa.
No.
Right, Kermo off first. We're gonna surround get all the boys around him. No. We're just gonna put all the boys on Kermo's shot, and that's it. All right, thank you. Love you. I'm here on the first tee, Jazz Samet. Jazz, you are now an official member of Beard Club.
Get in, son, get in.
You're also down at Fev. What are you doing at Dual Reg? What's going on there?
Mate, I can't seem to crack first team at the moment at Wakey, so rather than just sit on the sidelines and waste away, go to Fev and get a bit of game time and hopefully keep up some match fitness.
Mate, you'll smash it down there. They're all rubbish, let's be honest.
Mate, I just can't wait to get back on the field and hopefully, do a good job for Fev.
Apparently Faisal's splashing his millions. How much would it take to persuade the Jazzmeister to go down to Fev full time?
Mate, if I get a Big Mac every week, I might be happy with that.
Right, you're a good golfer, that's the main thing. We're here to play golf at Super League's Best Golfer.
Mate, I'm known to be a shark. We'll see how today turns out.
And Little Jazz is on the way. How's Mrs. Jazz?
Very demanding, never happy, and everything's my fault at the moment.
Oh, Jess, have a word with yourself. We're playing golf today. I don't want to hear the phone ring once, alright?
Yeah, she wasn't happy about leaving today, especially she's stuck at home without the car as well. She's like, you're leaving me, you left me all day yesterday, and then again today you leave me again. She's not in good mood, so I think I might delay going home again until she's asleep.
Should we phone her and just wind her up?
We can do, yeah.
I'll get her on radio tonight. I've got a new thing now called Player Prank, but we'll do Players Mrs. Prank today. We'll get Jess Hensel. But good luck today, mate. All the best, and we'll get you a Bay Club t-shirt before you finish today.
Cheers, mate.
Right, Super League's Best Golfer first tee. I'm here with James Donaldson, a.k.a. Dono, a.k.a. Cumbria's finest. Dono, you've just come back from a romantic weekend away. Yeah. Were you treating the wife?
You could say that. Well, No, we've had it planned for a while. We're going to go away with Langers and that, but obviously he's an injury, so we couldn't go there. So made it away with the missus and Manica for our family.
I heard that you were planning on proposing. What happened?
Just pulled it out. Been in the doghouse for a few weeks now, so I just thought I'd best pull it back for a few weeks and maybe later on in the year.
Good lad, good lad. Now, could you not afford any golf kit today because you just come in your Bradford shirt? What's all that about?
Well, there's a story behind this. I went iron a t-shirt with a steamer and a load of shit started flying out of it this morning, so I was a bit messed up and I just thought I'd have to throw this on.
Just throw this on.
Repping Bradford.
Repping
Bradford, yeah.
Right, in all seriousness, Bradford are virtually down now.
Yeah.
How does that affect, the club going forward?
It has a massive effect, really. Players are playing for contracts and to see what they're going to be doing for their future in the next few weeks. So a lot of players are going to have to raise a game, and myself, you know what I mean, if you want to find an opportunity either at Bradford next season or at another club.
Is it from a young man you've had some terrible injuries in the last few years, you've come from and you're playing? For me, you've probably been, I've seen every game because I've been working down at Bradford doing the match day. I've been told off a few times for things I've said. Did you ever hear it on the pitch, me getting told off?
Yeah, I've laughed a few times when they're packing down for the scrum. You see it, go on lad. Oh, it cracks me up every time I hear it.
Thing is though, it's like you've been injured, you had your injuries. Now the club stood by you. Are you planning to stay at the club? Is it, you can be honest, it's Rugby M. Do you fancy a move away? Do you want to stay in Super League, or are you going to stick and try and rebuild the club? What's you thinking?
To be honest, my head's a shed at the moment, you know what I mean, and I think this what can affect performances, you know what I mean. Looking towards the end of the year, I want to stay in Super League myself, and hopefully I can carry on playing in Super League. But I've been at Bradford for a long time, and I'm very passionate about the club and them going forward. So I'll just have to see how the next few games go, and obviously I haven't met the new coach yet, so see what he has to say and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, announced this morning, Jimmy Lowes. He's actually on the show on Rugby M in 2 weeks with Johnny Waynehouse. What timing! Couldn't get any better for us. Jimmy Lowes, and he's a Bradford legend, but I've heard he's an hard taskmaster. Are you looking forward to working with Jimmy Lowes, legend?
Yeah, definitely. I think some of us boys need toughened up, and from what I've heard by Hawley today, his sessions on the mats can go on a little while, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but it should bring a lot of enthusiasm to us young boys, you know what I mean. We've got quite a young team, and hopefully he can push us on to get back up to Super League as soon as possible.
I think it was pretty tough on Franny. My own personal opinion is that it was a very, very tough break for Franny Cummins after he'd stood by the club and he'd been through the tough times. Have you got a message for Franny? Because he's been there a long time with yourself.
Yeah, definitely. A few years ago, like you said earlier on, that I've had a few injuries, and some Super League clubs didn't even want to look at me, you know what I mean. And Franny gave me that opportunity to come back to Super League and give me an opportunity. Obviously, I had to start at the bottom of the ranks and work my way back up. But probably if it wasn't for his help, and I wouldn't be back to where I am now, you know what I mean. And that's down to him really. He gave me that opportunity and showed his faith in me, and I've tried to do that back to him now.
Right, mate, good luck today. We were supposed to be playing together. I've been bummed out to do this TV stuff. I'm not happy about it. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to be enthusiastic as I can, but I'm not happy. But yeah, it's Rugby AM. This is Super League's best golfer. Have you got any chance of winning, Dono?
You never know with these Cumbrians. They can turn up or they can go down the hill. So hopefully it's my day today anyway.
Last question for you. Cumbria, do you think if we put all the teams in, had one big Cumbrian team with a Cumbrian big massive stadium, could Cumbria win Super League?
Of course it could. Obviously, if you spoke to any Cumbrian, Kyle and Moore, Lunty, they'll tell you the same thing. No one wants to go to Cumbria, and we'll soon find out hopefully if it happens. And obviously when England went there a few years ago, they don't want to come back again. I haven't seen them for the last few years either.
It's official. Nobody wants to go to Cumbria. This is Rugby. I'm Alex Simmons. This is John Dono. Good luck, Super League's best golfer.
Hey! Finish on that one. You just show that one straight away, won't you? Be able to edit that.
Yeah. Josh, go get screens off
And again, 2 out 2.
Go down there. Right, we're back up here on the putting green, practicing. We can see Travis Burns in the background, the old shark. Craig all over there as well. Who else we got? Big Mick. The KR boys fancy the chances today. But I'm with Leeds' finest, Danny Maggs. Maggsy, how are you doing?
I'm alright, mate, thank you. Good.
How's the family first and foremost?
Yeah, family's great, yeah. Little boy, 7 months old now. He's coming along great. Getting his own little personality now and absolutely loving it.
And on the field, you're scoring again. You're back amongst the tries.
Yeah, missed a couple of weeks with a calf injury, so I was disappointed to miss out on that. We had a little bit of a slump last few weeks. We've not been playing as well as we'd have liked, but it was nice to get back out there on Sunday and get back involved. And obviously, the tries are always a bonus as well.
Always nice to get a meat pie. Now, my partner in crime, Jonesy, and old Keith he's off doing something else for charity, and obviously recently he didn't get an MBE where Kev did, and obviously Sally Bolton got one as well. I won't let him forget it. Will Keith ever get an MBE?
He's trying his best, isn't he, with all his charity work. But fair play to him. He's doing a lot of good stuff, and obviously the challenge he's doing from Perpignan back to Leeds now. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And fair play to him for everything he's doing. And he shouldn't be far off, Keith. He's had a great career in rugby league as well, and all the stuff he's doing off the field now is great for the game as well. And obviously congratulations to Kev. Thoroughly deserved, and it's great recognition for rugby league, I think.
It's great for Kev. He's going to, he's England captain. We're going up towards a tour. There's talk of Lions coming back. Would you like to see Lions back in rugby league?
Yeah, without a doubt. It was. I absolutely loved the 2006 when I went with Great Britain, and I think Great Britain just carries a little bit more, doesn't it? Say playing for England or Great Britain, I don't know, it just feels a lot better saying you're a Lions tour or you've played for Great Britain. And I've heard that in the pipeline it's going to come back, and I think it should have. Everybody wants that to happen, and hopefully not in the too distant future. But obviously England are going down there, at the back end of this year, and it's going to be a tough ask to go down there with no warm up games.
I'm going to get onto that. Why is there no warm-up games?
Obviously fixtures just can't fit it in, and I think there's obviously no mid-season game this year, which is another hindrance for England. And to expect to pull together 23 players at the end of the season and go to Australia and New Zealand and try and play well, I think it's going to be very difficult. But it's going to be a big challenge for the lads out there. It's always tough to go down under and play well, and I've been a few times and got my arse kicked a little bit. So it's a good experience. Hopefully some young lads will get an opportunity, and it'll be good for their experience as well.
We had Mick Morgan in last night, and he came up with a great. I'm really pushing for Yorkshire Lancashire to come back. I believe, hand on heart, being a bit of a promoter, that if we promoted Origin right in this country and gave it time, I'm talking about giving it time as in a long-term commitment, 10, 15 years, it could be what the Australians have. I really genuinely, hand on heart, believe it. How would you feel? You played in the last Origin.
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot of representative Yorkshire v Lancashire growing up, and you're so proud to even when you're 12 or 13 year old, you've got that connection with Yorkshire, and obviously we're proud Yorkshiremen. I know you speak to the Lancastrians, they're the same, and there is that little bit of rivalry there as well. And the state of origin in Australia didn't take off straight away. It took a number of years before it sort of built up to what it is now, where it's a massive event now. And we tried it, and we didn't see it through. A couple of bad gates and a couple of indifferent performances from either Yorkshire or Lancashire, and they got rid of it. So I think it's definitely something that we could look at and bringing back, and definitely I agree with you. I think it's something we should look at.
Mick Morgan came up with a fantastic idea last night. Steve McNamara picks the teams. The Yorkshire team's coached by Brian Mack. The Lancashire team is coached by Sean Wayne. They have the players, and it's like a test, kind of almost like a curtain raiser, like the game they're not going to get, but it's Yorkshire versus Lancashire. So you're going to have competition, you're going to have lads playing with pride, and it's kind of a see who's going to get on the plane to go down under. What do you think of that idea?
It's almost like a trial match, isn't it, to see if you're capable, and it's another high pressured situation. So when you step out against Australia or New Zealand, you've played in the big games, you've played in tough contests, and you know what it's about. And I think it's a great idea. I think there's definitely the Yorkshiremen that are here today that'd say they'd love to have an opportunity to play in that, and I think it's something we should definitely look at.
Right, Magsy, good luck today. You fancy your chances, because there's a few sharks here. Without a doubt, there's definitely a few sharks. Travis Burns being the biggest one, Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
You fancy it?
I've heard there's a few players that can hold their own today, so it's going to be interesting. Tommy Lee's supposed to be pretty good, and I'll have a go. Got to have a go and see where you go. But I'm not holding too high hopes. Just going to go enjoy it, and raising money for two great charities as well, so you can't complain.
Last but not least, we've got to mention Wembley. It's been an absolute nightmare for Leeds. Now, realistically, would you have rather got Warrington in final, or are you happy to get them in semi and potentially play Cass? How good would Leeds Cass Wembley final be?
Yeah, that'd be a dream. It'd be great to get there. Warrington is a massive hurdle in front of us, and they did a job on us last time we played them. So I don't know. They've beat us in 2 finals, so it's probably better for us to play them at semi, if we're honest. They give us two good idings, to be honest. We had at Wembley in 2011 and 13, I think. So I think we're happy to play them in the semi. It'll be a good game, tough game, but Wembley's been the Challenge Cup. For a majority of our players has been a poison chalice. Really, we haven't been able to get our hands on it, but we'll be trying as hard this time to try and win it.
Now you're coming towards the end of your career. You're the wrong side of 30, like myself. We're still good looking though, Mags. We've still got it, without a doubt. Few crow's feet, few grey hairs, but it's a sign of wisdom. That's what I say. What's next for Mags after rugby?
Good question. I'm seriously contemplating that. I mean, it's something that I've been thinking about these last 6 months. I think when you're younger, when you're sort of below 30, you don't give it a second thought, but it's important to start planning your future, and I'll definitely stay involved in the game. It's all I've known since I was sort of 13 years old, really, and Leeds are a fantastic club for looking after players, so hopefully there's an opportunity to get involved there. But I'm going to try and do a few courses outside the game and learn a few bits, and all I've ever done is turn up and play rugby league, so it's going to be a bit different, but I'm looking forward to it. But hopefully still got a few years under my belt yet.
Mate, without a doubt, you've got a few years under your belt. You've got to promise me you're going to look after Jonesy, because that bloody van's driving up a wall and it looks a bit stressed out at the moment.
Yeah, he's a little bit stressed, but we'll look after him. Jonesy is proper massive teammate, massive important player in our team, and he's going through a bit of a rough patch, but we'll be all there for him.
Fantastic. Thanks to Rugby. We're here. Super League's best golfer, legend Danny Maggs. Good luck, mate.
Cheers, bud.
I don't care. I don't care.
The girl I cannot have. The girl I cannot have.
So we're rolling up the 4th fairway here. Is it 4th? It's not 5th. 4th. We're approaching the fairway. Mr. Pope's hit a decent shot. Kyle Wood's gone 3 weeks right. And I'm just short of the green. Obviously, my big performance against Wigan yesterday's took a lot out of these bad boys.
Right, I'm here on the 4th with Super League's best golf caddy, aka Matty Ryan. He's the fair-skinned, tall thing from Australia. Matty, how are you?
Yeah, good mate. Having a good day so far.
Scored a few tries this year. How are you enjoying life in England?
Yeah, it's good. The weather's beautiful. I don't know what everyone complains about, so it's been good.
Are you missing home at all?
No, not at all. My parents are over here right now, so they're looking after me, so it's good.
And you're caddying for Skip today for Kerma. How did you get on to being a caddy today?
Well, I thought it seems though he makes up for all my tackles on the weekend. He covers me enough, so I thought I'd just carry around his bag today to make it up to him.
That's a fair one today. He needs a bit of help because he's struggling today. Any tips for him?
He's struggling. He's really letting down the team so far. Woody's absolutely dominating, and Kermo's just got too many head noises right now, I think.
Right, it's been official from the caddy. Mate, it looks clear of relegation. Are you looking forward to another year in Super League next year?
Yeah, can't wait. We've still got about 10 games left, and hopefully get a few more wins like last week, which was, I don't know, really lifted the boys. So loving my footy here.
Obviously, Agar's moved on now. Brand new coach. Is there a new philosophy at the club, or is it more of the same, really?
It's more of the same, I think. But having Webby there's Sandy's another redhead, so that's always a good thing. So good times ahead.
Ginger power.
Exactly.
You heard it here first. Rugby AM. We're at the infamous sixth hole. We'll get some footage now of the sixth to show you. Austin Buchanan, 21 off the tee last year. You can see right here the boys were teeing off across the water. So I'll take a shot from here straight across there. Now, I play this course a lot. This is my home course, and I would always recommend the boys go with an 8 iron. An 8 iron will just reach nicely to the middle of the green. But what a lot of boys tend to do, they try and take a 5 or a 6 because they think it's further than it is. And what tends to happen is they go in the water because they miss it, or even worse, they overcook it and hit it too far because it's a tough hole, this one. We'll take a little trip round so you can see it from the other side when the worst buggy in the world actually gets going.
Yeah.
Look at our fees. Strut.
That's first bad shot, is it? Oh, yeah.
Pressure.
Bro, this is like it's good now. Let's not do it again in front of everyone.
Keep it rolling. That was just off camera, that.
We have to relay course here.
Worst thing what? When Austin was 21 on the tee, we're about 3 groups have got up.
Cheers.
Sums my day up, that.
Welcome to Rugby, Super League best golfer, and a debut for the big man, Ben Westwood. Ben, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
You come all the way over from Warrington. He said it's a long journey off that motorway.
Yeah, it's a fair trek from to get off at 6:06, but I like a game of golf, so why not give it a shot?
For great charity today, Steve Prescott Foundation and St Gemma's Hospice. You're remembering a bit of a hero today.
Yeah, definitely. Steve was a remarkable guy, and I had the pleasure of playing with him at Wakefield when I was a youngster. So it's a great cause. It's a lovely day, and it's great to see all the boys turn up.
Right, I saw you in Australia pre-season, and we were both like eyeing up Sonny Bill, and you said, "Yeah, he ain't that good, he ain't that good looking." And it was a taste of pre-season, a tough camp for you boys. And is that why you think it all seems to be falling into place now over at Warrington?
Yeah, it's always good to get a good pre-season in, and we're very lucky to be able to go over there with Simon and fly Emirates, but. So it's a great trip, and especially for the young guys as well, to train with. This time we're a bit different from last time. We trained with like 8 and 9 different super NRL teams over there, so we got a bit of a taster of how they do their pre-season, and it was pretty tough. But we came away good from that. The start of the season wasn't the best, but we're on form at the minute.
Lee Breer's retired, massive hole in his squad. Chris Bridge seems to be filling that hole pretty well. You're into the semi-final of the Challenge Cup and you're moving up the league quickly. Could this be the year for Warrington not to be the bridesmaid, but actually take the prize? And is this the year when you're going to capture the Super League title?
I hope so, pal. I really do. We'll give ourselves a good chance, I think, and as long as we keep performing and performing well, we'll be there or thereabouts.
Leeds in the semi-final of the Challenge Cup. You've had the number in that competition over and over again. Can you almost taste Wembley?
No, not to yet. Leeds are a difficult side to beat, and I'm sure they'll be on top of their game, and hopefully we will be. But it's 8 weeks away yet. We'll concentrate on what's in front of him, but. It's a mouth-watering fixture, I think, and one that I think everybody as neutral and supporters will enjoy.
Last question. I know you need to press on, and I'll give you a lift round. State of origin in Australia is huge. Would you like to see origin back in England, Yorkshire versus Lancashire, if it was given time, if it was given proper profile by the RFL?
Definitely. Absolutely different. I was lucky enough to play in one of them when it was in 2001, maybe I think it was. But it's a great fixture. Why not? It works. It's been working in Australia for quite a number of years now. But it gives the fans something to look forward to, and the players as well. So I'd give it another shot.
Absolute legend. Thank you, mate. Great luck today. Best luck and best luck with the rest of the season. Ben Westwood, everybody. Thank you, top man.
Thank you. Cheers, lad.
League's best golfer, third year on the trot. I'm here with my brother from another mother, Jordan Tanzi. How are you, son?
Good, mate, good.
How do you fancy your chances today?
I'm not doing too bad, but I heard Tommy Lee's doing really good, so we'll see.
Tommy Lee's killing it. Cass, has been an up and down season for you so far. How do you feel like the season's gone for the club and for yourself?
Yeah, it's not too bad, obviously in and out team, but now we're going good this year. We've got semi-finals to look forward to, and looking forward to it.
I'm not going to lie to you, mate. I want to run over Luke Dawn. I'm going to get him in back play and run over him, so you get your full back spot back. But you've been playing really well. You've got to be pleased with your form this season.
Yeah, it's going not too bad, but obviously can improve. But yeah, that's what we're aiming to do and get back in team.
So you think the Super League's best golfer staying in Yorkshire, or is it going to go to Salford? Tom Lee does fancy his chances, but what do you reckon?
We'll see. Hopefully it'll stay over here, but see if Gale is playing. Is he playing?
Gale is not. He's in Barcelona with his missus, taking selfies. Have a look at his Instagram. Everyone out there, at Snoozer Gale on Instagram, absolutely terrible. Gale, give yourself an uppercut. Your Instagram's worse than your hair. It's horrible.
Right, I agree.
Right, welcome to the beautiful Cookridge Hall in Leeds. I'm here with the main man himself, the pro here, the legend that is Gary Day. Gary, how are you?
I'm very well, Alex, thank you. Nice to see you.
Always good to be here, mate. I love playing this course. I have had a few amazing rounds here. I actually went round and didn't lose one ball one time. And I love this club. It's my favourite club. It's my home club right here in sunny Leeds. Today is Super League's best golf for the third year. Yourself and Richard Mathers put it together. What does it mean to the club hosting such a prestigious event?
Well, first of all, it's fantastic because of the charities that are involved. We get to raise a lot of money. Seeing the lads that often come up and play on a regular basis, it just shows how competitive they all are. So it's terrific to put an event on, see all them lads out there battling for the title and raising a lot of money for charity to boot. So it's great stuff.
The club up here, how old is the club? It seems quite old and prestigious.
Well, we've been here 10 years now. I think the clubhouse and the golf course opened in 96, I believe. Testing my memory now, Al. But it was certainly built amongst existing, obviously, forestry, so to speak. So that's what gives it the older nature. But as a golf club is concerned, we're certainly progressive and we like to think we're up there with the best.
Today is very stiff competition. I think this has got Luke Gale's not here defending his title, but apart from that, there's some sharks. Travis Burns, Tommy Lee. Have you seen any people you fancy the chances of today?
Danny Kerman again. I mean, he had a cracking round last year. I think he's one of the fans' favourites. I've just got wind that Tommy Lee's doing reasonably well out on the course at the moment, so he's one to watch. I think he's off 7 handicap, so that's another one. Jordan Tansey, he's been known to throw a few numbers in there, but he can go either way, can Jordan? So we never know. But it's certainly shaping up to be a cracking event.
Jordan Tansey is definitely a cheat. I once played with it round it, and he went into a deep bunker. And I went round the side for a wee, and I looked round, and Jordan gave it the old club in the air and threw it out with the other hand. So there's plenty of that going on, I bet, with Jordan.
That's for you to say. I can't comment on that, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Right, this is Rugby MTV, Super League's best golfer. We'll see who wins later on. Fantastic day, fantastic club. Get involved.
5 goals, 5 goals. No pressure on camera.
Oh, mate, no worries.
Good to do it on camera, isn't it?
Oh! Don't worry about me, mate. Don't worry about me.
Okay, both bounces.
Not bad for you, Alex. Been playing well, mate. Been playing well.
Who's getting on camera? Today at the moment.
So close yet nothing half. He's a third year Super League's best golfer, organised by this man Richard Mathers. Mav, you've done a great job. How does it feel to be 3 years old?
Yeah, it's great. It's overwhelming, really, with the support we've had year on year. It's this third year has been it's been nothing short of fantastic. I think came here 8 o'clock this morning, and just to see the course set up and the support we've had, not only from like local businesses but from the media and the press as well. And not only that, the Super League players who have come and supported 2 great charities.
Do you want to give a mention, because we're going to get this all on TV for you? What charities are you supporting today with this event?
Well, the first one is the Steve Prescott Foundation. It was a legend and a hero of mine growing up as a fella fullback. He was an inspiration of how he did with his battles and his charity work that I did while I was ill. And the second one is a personal one that's close to my heart, is St Gemma's Hospice, where I lost my mum 11 years ago, which is a fantastic hospice in Leeds. So yeah, I wanted to raise as much money as possible for them.
St John's Hospice is a fantastic charity. I lost my grandma and granddad there, and we're going to be doing a charity single. The theme tune to Rugby M will be released in honour of St James Hospice and another Rugby and Foundation, and we're hoping that you're going to be in on the video with us and help us organise that. Do you fancy that? A bit of a dance off?
Yeah. We've already had preliminary talks about that. I've definitely up for the dancing part of it. You know, from back in the day, I like a dancer too. No singing, but I'll certainly throw a few shapes for you.
Right, it's going to be a tough competition today. We've got a few sharks in the mix. We've met Travis Burns, we've met Francis Mellett and Tommy Lee. All fancy the chances. Mags is a great golfer. Who do you fancy today for the title?
I think Tommy Lee is a great golfer. I think he's single figures. Danny Maguire's been secretly practicing in it. 2 fantastic shots. We're just on the first now. And there's been a few sneaky players on the driving range beforehand as well, so also don't rule out our captain Danny Kermond.
Kermo's actually, I'll tell you now, he's having an absolute shocker. He's an absolute shocker, like his beard. But yeah, have a great game. Fantastic charity you're doing the work for, and best luck, because you'll need it, because you are a terrible golfer.
I am a terrible golfer. I hit my tee shot marginally further than last year. Terrible golfer, but love the banter and love a good day out.
Right, from here at Cookridge Hall, I've got to give a big shout to Gary Day as well.
Yeah, Gary Day has been a legend. Really become starting as an acquaintance and met through the prom that I have here, but now can genuinely call him as a very good friend of mine. Today wouldn't have been possible without Gary's help. He's been tremendous. We've worked really hard since November, and Cookridge Hall themselves so supportive, and me and Gaz, we've worked hard, and as I said, has become a genuinely very good friend.
Right, from here at Cookridge Hall, Super League's best golfer. I'm going to let Mathers get back to his shot, because it went... He's on green, right? Get back to your shot. This is Rugby M. Thanks for coming along. We'll find out later who's won, but for now, time to go.